Ganesha, the god of prosperity, by Om Kids Publication. Ganesha's divine birth. Once, goddess Parvati, wife of Lord Shiva, was getting ready for her bath. "Do not allow anyone to enter while I am in my private chamber," she ordered Nandi and asked him to stand guard at the entrance. A few minutes later, Nandi saw Shiva approaching. "The goddess has asked me to stop anyone from entering. But Shiva is her husband. How can I stop him?" he wondered. Meanwhile, Shiva entered Parvati's private chamber. The handmaids who were applying turmeric to her fled on seeing Shiva. Parvati too was surprised to see him inside despite her instructions. "How could Nandi let you in?" she asked. "Parvati, have you forgotten that I am your husband?" replied Shiva laughingly. But Parvati was far from amused. "This has to stop. No Gana, follower of Shiva, will ever be completely mine. I must have my own follower who will listen only to me," she thought. She then collected all the turmeric paste which had been applied on her body and created a form using it, and then breathed life into it. Lo and behold, a young boy stood in front of her. "My son," said Parvati and hugged the boy. "You are my son. You will listen only to your mother." "Your wish is my command, mother," said the young boy. "Then go and guard the entrance. Do not allow anyone to enter," said Parvati and gave him a stick as a weapon. The boy took his position outside her chamber. Soon, Shiva returned to meet Parvati. "Stop! Who goes there?" asked the boy. "Son, you seem to be new here. I am Shiva, Parvati's husband," Shiva said. "And I am her son," said the boy. "My mother has ordered me not to let anyone through the door." "But you don't seem to understand. I am her husband," Shiva said. "I cannot allow anyone to go in," the boy repeated and raised his stick. Shiva pondered for a few minutes and left the place. He called his Ganas and instructed them to teach the boy a lesson. When the boy saw the Ganas approaching, he was in doubt. They were Shiva's followers and he was Parvati's son. How could he fight them? But Parvati, sensing her son's dilemma, sent word through her handmaid that he was not to let anyone enter without her permission. The boy was now confident and fought the Ganas bravely. Soon, he had defeated all of them. Shiva was surprised to see his followers defeated. He asked Lord Brahma for help. "Do not worry, I will make him understand who you are," said Brahma and went to the boy disguised as a sage. But the boy would not listen and raised his stick on Brahma too. Parvati was furious with the way Shiva was trying to persuade her son to let him enter. So she called upon Durga and Kali, her other avatars, to go and help her son. "You will help my son from now," she ordered. Kali swallowed all the deadly weapons thrown at the boy by Shiva's followers, who had returned to fight, while Durga fought the other devas, gods, who had come to Shiva's help. When they could not defeat the boy, Shiva finally took to the battlefield. Lord Vishnu flew into the battle on his Garuda, and as he kept the boy busy in combat, Shiva hurled his Trishul, trident, at the boy. The boy's head was severed from the body and he fell lifeless to the ground. "Goddess, they have killed your son!" cried out Parvati's handmaids. Parvati was very angry. She created hundreds of Shaktis, forms of her, in anger. "Go and avenge the death of my son," she ordered. The Shaktis created havoc on the battlefield, killed hundreds of Ganas and Devas. Brahma, Vishnu and Indra rushed to Shiva. "Please console Parvati," they begged him. Shiva thought for a few minutes and asked his Ganas to bring him the head of the first living being that they see sleeping with its head in the wrong direction. And the Ganas found an elephant sleeping with its head in the northern direction. They cut the elephant's head and brought it back to Shiva. He placed the head on the lifeless body, and within seconds the boy arose as if from a deep sleep. And everyone was very happy to see him. "You have to give my son the most important position," Parvati demanded from Shiva. "From today, he will be known as Ganesha and will be worshipped before anyone else," Shiva said. "That is why Ganesha is the first to be worshipped at all auspicious occasions."